Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are driving on the Northern Coastal Highway. Now today we're going to give you an update as to what's going on with the expansion project for this highway. So the Northern Coastal Highway runs from Negril to Port Antonio. It's 225 kilometers long. It is the longest road in Jamaica. Okay, so this road connects all the major tourist resorts to the international airport in Montego Bay. So you have Negril, Ocho Rios, Montego Bay, and now Trelawney emerging as the top tourist destinations in Jamaica. And you have the Sangster International Airport, which is the busiest airport in Jamaica. And it keeps growing. Every month you hear about more flights coming into the airport. And 85% of all the tourists that visit Jamaica come in through the Sangster International Airport. So when they come in, they need to get to the resort towns on Negril, Trelawney. Well, Trelawney is a parish. Negril, Falmouth, Ocho Rios, and all the towns in between, such as Discovery Bay, Draxhall, Runaway Bay, to get to the hotels on the north coast. So the Northern Coastal Highway, the existing road is 2 lanes. It can't accommodate all the traffic that uses the road. So they have to expand it to 4 lanes. So when they expand it to 4 lanes, up to 50,000 cars a day can easily use the road. Currently at 2 lanes, there's a lot of constraints on the use of the road. So the government decided to expand the busiest section of the road first. Remember, the entire road is 225 kilometers. So they're going to expand the busiest corridor, which is from Montego Bay to Ocho Rios, which is 60 kilometers. So that project is supposed to start later this year, where they're going to expand 60 kilometers of road from Sea Castles in Montego Bay to Mammy Bay in St. Anne. And at Mammy Bay, the Northern Coastal Highway meets the Highway 2000 north-south leg. So this is going to be the largest road project or capital expenditure project in recent Jamaican history. It's expected to cost 124 billion Jamaican dollars. So, but it's needed because you have so many hotels being built on the north coast. Draxhall is the fastest growing community in Jamaica. Thousands of homes. You have Runaway Bay. You have Trelawney. Cooper's Pen is the fastest growing tourist area in Jamaica. You have a major hotel down there, Royalton. And then Rio is building 700 rooms. And then you have another hotel being built right beside it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Secrets is building another hotel on the north coast. I think it's Runaway Bay. Richmond Estate keeps growing. So it's needed. So we're going to talk about the road now. So you're going to expand from 2 lanes to 4 lanes. And then you're going to build a bypass for Discovery Bay and Runaway Bay. So the bypass is going to be 21 kilometers. And Discovery Bay and Runaway Bay are very fast growing communities. So it didn't make sense because when you expand the road from 2 lanes to 4 lanes, you're going to have to move structures on the side of the road to get the 4 lanes because the existing road is 2 lanes. So it was easier to just build the bypasses. And you're going to have 21 kilometers of bypass for Discovery Bay and Runaway Bay. And this project is, of course, you know, the contractor is China Harbour Engineering Company. You don't even need to put it out to bid. No local contractor can manage a project of this size. Somebody affiliated with the National Works Agency, who is in charge of all the main roads in Jamaica, said there's no local contractor that can do the work what China Harbour Engineering Company can do. So I think China Harbour has already been given the contract. And I think it created some discussion because it wasn't put out to bid or tender. It was just given to China Harbour Engineering Company, which is fine. I mean, nothing wrong with that. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what was going to happen anyway. Okay, so the 60 kilometers of road to be upgraded now is divided into 3 segments. You have 6.8 kilometers from Sea Castles to Greenwood, and that's in St. James. And then you have 40.7 kilometers from Greenwood to Discovery Bay, and this is going to be the largest section. And that is 40.7 kilometers. And Greenwood, that takes you from St. James into St. Anne. So that goes through Trelawney. And then you have 12.3 kilometers from Salem to Miami Bay. But remember, Discovery Bay is going to get a bypass. And Salem is on the outskirts of Runaway Bay. So basically, Sea Castles to Greenwood, then Greenwood to Discovery Bay. And then the Discovery Bay bypass would come into play. And then the Runaway bypass would come into play. And the Runaway bypass will take you to Salem. And then from Salem, you run back along the existing roadway to Miami Bay. And so how the project is being done through the IFC. And they would the IFC will help them get the private sector. The IFC is a private sector arm of the World Bank Group. Now, the Jamaican government is funding the project. It's coming out of the budget, but you're going to need partners, I guess, for loans, those kind of things. But this is not a toll road. Now, NROC usually was originally formed to deal with the toll roads, like Highway 2000, North-South Highway. But this project is so large that NROC is going to be doing it, but this is not a toll road. And I'm not sure why, but a subscriber says I seem to be against toll roads. I'm not sure why they would say that. Toll roads serve their purpose. I'm not against it. It's just good that the Southern Coastal Highway from Harborview to Yalos is not a toll road, because it's hard to take an existing road like what they did with the Portmore Expressway. It's an existing road and then they turn it into a toll road. If you're building a new road from scratch, like Highway 2000 North-South leg or East-West leg, it's a new alignment. Doesn't interfere with the existing main road and make it a toll road. That's great. People have a choice. But I'm not against toll roads. Toll roads serve their purpose. So the IFC is a private arm of the World Bank Group. So the government signed the MOU as a first step towards the provisioning of advisory services for the project. And this will be Jamaica's biggest public investment in recent history. It's going to cost about $120 billion or 800 million US. And it is the biggest public investment in Jamaican history, says Dr. Clark, who is the Minister of Finance. So the next step is the development of the project and the necessary due diligence, financial structures of the transaction, development of transaction documents, and then you're going to have international competitive bids. All done with the advice and support of the IFC, and they plan to launch this project this fiscal year, which is the 2023-24 fiscal year. And the IFC will help the Jamaican government land a public-private partnership. And they will select a public-private partner. And as we said at the beginning, this project, the road just can't manage, and with all the infrastructure coming into play, it's now necessary to expand this road. And the government has learned a lot of lessons from the Southern Coastal Highway Improvement Project, which is the largest road project underway in Jamaica right now. But this project, the Northern Coastal Highway Expansion Project, will be larger than the Southern Coastal one. Now, the Southern Coastal Highway was to have finished in the 2024. And then this project, the Northern Coastal Highway, should have started in the 2023-24 project fiscal year. But the Southern Coastal Highway project has been delayed until March 2025. So we'll see what impact that has on the start of this project, because China Harbor Engineering Company is the main contractor on both projects. All right, guys, leave your comments in the section below. Let us know what you think about this project, and we'll keep you guys updated. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.